So can I get your first and last name, please?
Zeke Villegas.
And what position do you hold with the football team right here?
I'm the head of varsity football coach.
And what year are you going into?
I'm going into year 3.
Now, so what has impressed me the most is just that all your players, I mean, just without even asking them, they have bought into the message. So what has that message been since you've come through these doors?
Since I got here, I mean, just the biggest thing is just, the confidence, building confidence in these players. I've always seen a lot of talent out of Pojoaque. It's just confidence building is what I've started with. And just showing them what they're really capable of doing, So, I think we've saw that in the last couple of years. And, it's going into year 3 is pretty exciting.
And you guys made the playoffs last year. A lot of guys were telling me that was just such a special moment for them. So can you talk about when you found out that your team was going to the playoffs? A team that went 0-9, correct? Like 3 years ago?
Correct, yeah. Wow. So when I took over the program, they were 0-9, only scored 20 points all season. So when I took the job, I knew it was going to be something that, we would have to build on. But to be honest, we've built it a lot quicker than, what I've even thought. But the biggest thing is just these guys buy-in, and just their confidence level, So, yeah, when we made the playoffs, first time in 10 years, it came year 2 in our program, which, I believe it came a little earlier than expected. But also it doesn't surprise me. These guys are always, trying to achieve for the highest possible thing that they can. So, yeah, I mean, it was great, when we were actually seeded number 10, but we were throughout the season, ranked on Max Preps, number 6, number 7, and also on the coaches poll 6 or 7. So, but it was an exciting moment, for sure. These guys, really deserved what they got. We were hoping for a home playoff game, but we did get the 10th seed, and again, it's a good start to where we're headed.
And for people unfamiliar with the Elk football team right now, how would you describe your philosophy for the offense and for the defense?
So, I mean, a lot of things are going to change this year, So in the first 2 years, we were pretty much run heavy, just installing the program, installing the playbook. But, this year we've already seen that this offseason, it's been a huge jump. We've had 5 passing camps. The passing game looks great. Our quarterback's in year 3. He's a junior, and he's really showed me that we can pass this year. So this year's we're gonna look a lot different. Still love to run first. It'll be about 60% run, 40% pass, but really excited that we're gonna be able to pass this year for sure.
Perfect. And then so just growing up, I mean, I can tell right here you're a big football fan. Growing up, who were some pretty inspirational guys that you love to watch?
So like NFL wise, college wise?
Sure, just anybody, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm a Bears fan.
Okay.
Brian Urlacher, of course.
Yeah.
He was amazing to watch. My biggest thing with him is he's from New Mexico. It kind of shows my guys as well, like anything's possible, with hard work, and that's something I always preach. Like, if you put in the work, it's gonna pay off. And I think Brian Urlacher, he's done one of 5 players that they've done is, be a defensive player and defensive rookie of the year. And he's from New Mexico. So, that's, for him, he's probably one of my biggest inspirations not because I'm just a Bears fan, but he's from New Mexico. And it shows them, like anything's possible. Drafted in the first round, number 8 overall. So, yeah, Brian Urlacher is who I would say. Sure.
And then what is the best spot around here to go get some food?
To be honest, so every Friday, before game day, in the morning, I go to Al Parasol.
Okay.
Do the huevos rancheros. It's just my ritual since I've started here a couple years ago. So I would say, Al Parasol, especially their green chili. But yeah, definitely the huevos rancheros on game day.
Perfect. And then what is your favorite sports movie?
There's a few of them. Remember the Titans probably has to be one of them. Friday Night Lights is another one. Just great movies like that. I really love football a lot. So, I mean, those are very inspirational movies, and just, yeah, those 2 for sure.
Perfect. And these kids, I mean, they're 14, 15, 16, 17, some 18. They don't realize that in their life they're going to have to go up there and do a karaoke song. Right. So this one in your life, do you have a go-to karaoke song? Ready on hand?
Not right off the top of my head. I mean, but yeah, not off the top of my head, no.
All right, cool. Well, hey, thank you so much, Coach, and good luck.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.